Rachel's worried about this day her whole life.
Worried?
What she's going to look like as a bride.
Why?
No little girl grows up thinking that they're going to be bald on their wedding day. And
What's going on? Like, are you okay?
yeah, I'm good. I'm very healthy.
Good.
So
Okay, good.
When I was 7 years old, I started to pluck my eyebrows and eyelashes, and quickly started pulling from my scalp as well. It's a disorder called trichotillomania. I started pulling hair from the back of my scalp as well, creating bald spots and spots that weren't easily hidden. And eventually, I had no hair at all by the time I was 8 years old. And it wasn't a phase. It wasn't just a habit. It's an actual disorder. It's just a way for my nervous system to kind of cope with itself. And this is how I walk around every day. I don't wear wigs or anything like that. You know, watching the show, every girl gets that moment where you put the veil on her head and she suddenly sees herself as a bride. And I've just always been scared that I'm not going to have that because I can't necessarily wear a veil. And you said, you know, you have to wear a veil. If you don't, you're just a pretty girl in a white dress. And
I say that to every bride because I'm.
And I've heard you say it a million times, but for whatever reason that night it hit me a little bit.
And now you're gonna make me cry because I do say that all the time, but I never thought that it would impact somebody negatively and that you would be less of a bride without a veil. I would never want to offend anyone or upset them.
Oh,
in
I
any
know.
way,
Trust me.
ever.
I know.
I mean, that's like the biggest no-no. You don't want to hurt other human beings. And unless you've walked in their shoes, you don't know what they've been through. I know she said that she couldn't wear a veil, but you know, I mean, there's lots of things that we can do. And I think once we find the dress, I think that will help dictate what we're gonna do to accessorize her. Here she comes.
Oh my
Hello,
God.
gorgeous. You came out in it.
Yeah.
It's really pretty.
She's beautiful in
She's
this.
gorgeous.
This is
She's beautiful in all the dresses.
How do you feel?
This has shocked me, like a lot. It's very, very pretty. It's a lot bigger than I thought I'd ever, but like there's just something.
I love the top.
I do too.
Oh,
Okay.
Yay.
did a good job.
I love that.
Yeah.
So
Well,
let's try on some more.
Okay.
let's do it.
We're gonna have fun now.
And you know, this one, look at that.
I like that. I like that a lot.
That's beautiful.
I chose this dress online before I even got here, but I'm just comparing it to the first dress.
With another lovely dress, lovely long train. We're loving these long trains, ladies.
So how do you feel?
I like this one. I do. With that being said, I picked it.
Yeah.
So it's very expected for me.
So tell me what you like about it.
I like the shape of this. I like the off the shoulder.
I don't think it's you.
No, I don't either.
I think that I'm looking at the dress more than I am her, and I think the first dress, because it was so clean, it was really showcasing the money shot, which is this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if she likes the shape, do we have a simple one in this shape?
We'll find something.
Yes, we will.
Is maybe a bit much. Oh yeah. Snatch.
Oh, always.
Good.
You're quiet. Uh-oh.
I already start crying because it just feels right.
Look at the back. Oh, Rachel, do you feel beautiful? I don't even have to ask. You look beautiful.
Oh, buddy. I am nervous walking out. It's everything that I could ever want. But I don't think I will know until I come out and see my mom's sister and Michaela's reactions.
Oh, here she comes. Ooh. What's going on, Rachel?
I don't have words.
Mom, you're always so quiet. What do you think?
It's beautiful. It's Rachel.
This is exactly what I had in mind.
I'm standing in Kleinfeld wearing possibly my dress with the closest people to me. Who wouldn't get emotional about that?
So now that you're in a dress, should we talk accessories or what are you thinking?
I don't know.
Let us play a little bit.
We'll be right back.
I don't know where this is going. She may hate it, she may love it, but I'm gonna do everything I can to really make her a bride because she really came in and said, I can't wear a veil, I don't have hair. So I wanna see if it's even possible for her to wear a veil. Okay, we're just gonna play. And hold the bouquet like down here and take the front of the veil. Let's try something.
Oh, crap! Having the veil on is the feeling that I've been looking for. I don't even know what it looks like, but the feeling, you can't help but feel like a bride.
Keep those eyes closed. And we'll see, either, once again, you're either gonna love it or you're gonna hate it. And that's okay, we don't care.
Okay.
We didn't, it's just, we thought, you know, well, let's just try it. We don't know. You're either gonna love it or hate it, and it's okay either way.
Oh, buddy. I feel like a bride.
You are, and you're a beautiful bride.
You're a bride that hasn't been shorted on anything.
Yep.
Okay.
They make dreams come true. They make dreams come true.
So what do you think? Should we ask you the question?
Oh, yeah, you're about 20 minutes late.
You ready?
I'm ready. You ready?
Rachel, are you saying yes to the dress?
I'm saying yes to the dress and the veil.
Randy always said that if you don't wear a veil, you're just a pretty girl in a white dress. Well,
That still hold true.
I guess he's still right. I don't know.
He made it happen. He made it work.
Shannon, go ahead and give Cora morphine IV. You're a patient I need to go see myself.
Hello, excuse me, I need some help. Can somebody help me? My wife, she's in the parking lot. There's something wrong with her. So she started shaking a little bit at home. And then it stopped for a little bit, but then it just started up now, right when we got here.
Can you hear me? She's having a seizure. Does she have any medical conditions?
She's pregnant. Leia's pregnant. We're like 6 weeks away from our due date.
She's pregnant, guys. Any complications with the pregnancy? Anything the OB told you?
We don't have an OB, because I got laid off right when Leia got pregnant. So we don't have insurance. But she's been fine. Like, the baby's been fine. It's been kicking, and she says it kicks like 20 times a day. So I don't know what the problem would be.
I had a seizing woman that was pregnant. That makes a different cause of seizures a lot more likely, specifically something called eclampsia.
Let's start 4 grams magnesium right away.
So eclampsia is really a constellation of conditions that a pregnant woman can get. It can include seizures, disorders of the blood, and organ failure. It's incredibly dangerous, and the only definitive treatment for it is delivering the baby.
Get her hooked up to the monitor.
Okay. We're gonna need to turn her. Okay. Ready? 1,
Leah, we're gonna
2,
turn you over.
3, go.
Can I help?
Nice.
Her and baby Jay, that's all that matters.
Baby J?
That's the name we picked. It's unisex, 'cause we didn't know.
It's a beautiful name.
Hey, you're all right. You're at the hospital. Like, it's over now, right?
We're gonna do everything we can. Let's get her into a gown.
So I'm looking at the monitor, and I see her heart rate's going really fast. So I asked them to get an EKG so I can better understand what's going on in the heart.
Doesn't make sense.
What is it?
Could be.
Is she okay?
Seeing some results I didn't expect right now.
As a first-year attending, Dr. Kalegi expects to see things he has no experience with. But this pregnant patient seems to be in a situation nobody has experience with.
Looks like she's having a heart attack. And we're prepared for heart attacks. And we're prepared for seizures. And we're prepared for eclampsia and pregnancy. But there is no book chapter that prepares you for all of it.
Leah!
I'm the ER attending, and this is my patient.
The buck stops with me. I'm the one that has to make the call.
Here's what we're gonna do. Shannon, can you please start a magnesium drip?
Yes, sir.
Cardiology, let's do an echo of the heart, see what the blood flow is. Neurology, let's do an EEG of the brain, see how it's doing. Obstetrics, can we monitor that baby? And radiology, can you please get the CT angio suite ready?
You heard the man. Let's go.
Okay. The thing is, was it the right call? Now it's my neck on the line.
Seizure subsiding, Doc. You hear that? It's the baby's heart beating. It sounds strong.
I see good blood flow in her coronary arteries.
So whatever's going on, Cole, while it's affecting her heart, it's not her heart itself.
Okay. Okay, that's good. Right? So, what's the problem?
Either way, we need to improve the blood flow to the heart, so we're gonna give her some medicine that'll thin her blood and improve that blood flow.
Okay. Okay, whatever we gotta do.
So we do need to deliver the baby at some point, but we can't do it until she's more stable.
This CAT scan won't hurt the baby?
It's a CAT scan of the chest. We'll shield the baby.
This is Dr. Hansen. She'll be monitoring your baby the whole time.
Let me know if anything changes.
Dr. Murdoch, Dr. Hansen needs you at radiology right away.
What's going on?
I don't know. She just needs you now.
What happened?
She's in labor.
We want this baby delivered, but not like this. Delivering the baby could put such a stress on the heart, she could have a massive heart attack and not survive.
She's in labor?
Call the NICU, get them to bring down some resus equipment.
Copy that. She's having a baby here in the ER?
She sure is. All hands on deck. All right, let's get 5 milligrams of metoprolol and stop the heparin drip.
Because of everything going on with her, her heart, her seizures, we need to monitor her really closely.
We're already 10 centimeters, folks. This baby's coming. Leah, dear, I'm gonna ask you to push. And when I do, I want you to push as hard as you can.
No, I can't do it. I can't.
Yes, you can do it, baby. You're the strongest woman I know.
I'm not strong.
Okay, I'll be strong. I'll be strong for you and baby Jay, okay?
Let's get 4 liters of O negative. There might be a lot of bleeding.
Okay, on it.
So at this point, my focus becomes on the mom and getting her through this and keeping her alive. I'm just praying. Please let her heart stay okay through this.
Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, push.
Please do not seize while she's doing this.
And again. 1, 2, 3, push.
That's it, babe. You're doing it.
Please let us just get out this baby safely.
1, 2, 3, push.
Great job.
Wait, you got this?
Oh, here we go. Here we go. I see a full head of hair like Dad.
Keep breathing. Keep breathing.
It's a boy.
There you go. You hear that? You hear him, baby? He's perfect. He's perfect. You did it.
Congratulations.
You did it. It's over.
BP's 90/60.
With the blood pressure of 90/60, I'm worried. Could this be she's losing too much blood because of the blood thinners? Or could it be that her heart's getting weaker and not pumping blood adequately?
Let's up her IV fluids and start transfusing her. Dr. Frankel, how are we doing on delivering that placenta?
We're not.
Yes, Dr. Frankel.
He's crowning.
What do you mean crowning?
There's another baby coming.
Dr. Kalegi's patient is barely hanging on after delivering her baby. And now, there's a complicating surprise.
Wait, what do you mean another baby?
The folks are having twins.
No, we're not.
She had had no prenatal care and no ultrasounds. So they had no idea they were having twins.
Blood pressure stabilizing. We're gonna need another incubator.
Copy that, doctor, on it.
Okay, Leah, big push for baby number 2. 1, 2, 3,
do this.
push. Did it. You did it. It's a girl, folks. It's a girl. Congratulations.
Thankfully, second baby came out okay.
You did it.
Congrats, Dad.
You're done, Leah. You did great.
I am just so elated that Gigi is doing better because I just have some really good news for Derico, and I've been waiting to try to pick the best time to tell him. So I'm gonna let him have it in a good way. Well, I wasn't gonna tell you because I know there was so much going on, and I was gonna wait, dealing with this procedure right now. Try not to stress out and stuff too much because I actually am pregnant now.
Wait, baby, it's breaking up.
Oh.
You froze.
Oh.
You froze it. Okay.
Say that again now. Huh? Say what?
We're expecting again.
Girl, shut up.
Yes. We are pregnant. I had to say it low because I have a lot of ears.
No way.
How long have you known?
Days, but I called the doctor and he said, get in here right now. And I just found out everything is looking good and we are 4 weeks. You all stunned and shocked. You know where you were 4 weeks ago. I wanted to make sure my numbers and stuff had looked good before I told Derico about the pregnancy because in the past, the numbers didn't look good and I knew then that I, was miscarrying. But now the numbers look great. Gigi's in the clear, so I'm definitely feeling better.
So what's the due date?
June 16th. Yep. Summer 22 baby. Wow. Or babies.
Oh, I can't even imagine that.
Well, I gotta call it what it may be, so.
Oh, God.
We can't tell this to Gigi. Nothing to, she gotta get good and past this little situation here.
Am I prepared to add baby number 15, 16, 17, 18, and so on? Yes, I am. But we need a larger home ASAP.
Yes.
Thank you, baby. Thank you so much, Karen.
All right, baby, I love you.
I needed this.
All right, keep praying.
I'll never stop.
All right, baby, I love you.
Love you more. Bye.
Wow. All right.
You got salad? How do you boil the fish? No. That's how you break a thumb.
Yeah, especially with your nails. All right, so we're gonna have the Derico's talent show.
Okay, we need our judges. Derek, Eric, Darian.
Am I? Derek can say this. Get out!
Derico's at the hospital with Gigi right now, and I knew telling him about the pregnancy at that time was perfect because it's gonna definitely lift his spirits.
So y'all ready to get it started?
I mean, it's hard to deal with stuff like this for all of us. So I've decided to do a talent show with the children to keep them distracted and not worried about Gigi.
Go for it, Deani.
I'm gonna do an accent. If you don't know, I'm going to say here.
Let's just say thank you.
My children, they are not shy at all. And it starts here in the house because we're teaching them to uplift and motivate each other. And that's how I grew up. My family, it made me feel like I was the star right then and there.
Next up on the stage is going to be Danico. And what are you gonna do for us today?
I'm gonna show you how you take away your finger. You get your fist, and then you take out this finger. Okay. You take out the pinky.
Oh.
And then you get the thumb. And then you put the thumb right here. And then you take out this one. And then you get the thumb, and then you take it away.
Oh my gosh, there's a lot of missing fingers out in the audience. Everybody give Danico a round of applause.
raise up. Oh my gosh, your braids. They are beautiful. She's spreading love all over the world.
And what are you doing with the force today?
I'm going to sing and how to act.
Let's let Dayton have the floor. Go for it, Dayton.
Okay, come on, Denver.
Everybody give Denver a round of applause.
Go, Denver! I need you to stand right here, and I'm going to walk, and I'm going to pretend I'm slapping you. Pets. Okay, so, and then you want to punch him in the belly and in the face.
Also, you're teaching self-defense.
Yes.
Now put him in a headlock. Show us what a headlock looks like. Everybody, give Dayton a round of applause.
So, how you feel?
I think you know how I feel, baby. I think you know how I feel.
I know.
Oh, I feel elated. Honest to God, this is just the best news. It really and truly is. So, what are they saying the health of everything is so far?
The numbers came back at 337. That was like really good.
Thank God.
Going to the doctor appointment this early is extremely stressful, especially when you want to have children. And my first beta numbers, they were like really great for how early I was. But it is important that they increase, and not only increase, that they double. Anytime my numbers never doubled, my pregnancy ended by a miscarriage.
So you know I love you, baby.
I know you do.
And I just wonder, with everything that's going on with you, with Ma, if we should even be doing this trip right now. It's not that I don't want to, but I just wonder if that's something we should be thinking about.
Gigi's health is definitely, it takes priority over everything right now.
Okay.
Although this trip is extremely important, to me, we'll just have to wait until we make sure that Gigi's better. I don't see how she would be okay to travel while she's healing from her heart procedure.
So when is your next appointment?
It's a week from yesterday.
Okay.
I try not to think about it. I try not to even ask the numbers, but it's like, how can you not stress about it?
Yeah.
That's where I'm at. When you've been, like, traumatized.
This is when they say you do all that you can do.
Yeah.
And you leave the rest to God.
Yeah.
Karen is definitely more nervous than usual, which is totally understandable. We have gone through several miscarriages, and so that's scary.
I don't know why this time I am just so, like, I can't calm down.
And when I see you like this, it breaks my heart. Because I don't want to see you like this. Don't be.
I'm gonna continue to trust God that this is gonna be okay, but it's just eating me up. I can't hardly sleep at night, and I'm just extremely stressed out because I was hitting home runs up until the last miscarriage. So I just think I really am dealing with, like, PTSD.
I'm so excited. I love that. I like the sparkle.
Everything is sparkling.
We haven't talked about accessories at all yet. Does that include, is that in the budget already, or how does that work? I love to talk. All my teachers always complained that I did too much of it, but I was just preparing, I was getting ready for my career. Hey, it's Kenzie. I'm a radio personality in Chicago, Sacramento, Philadelphia, and Miami.
I think this would be worth trying on.
I will try it on.
Yeah. I really like this. I think it's
really pretty. I've never looked at gowns before, ever. So I'm nervous that I'm going to get emotional at just anything. Yeah. Do you think it's too big?
I pre-pulled.
Okay, good.
Like 5 of them, in fact.
Okay.
Well, I think I
Hello,
see.
beautiful ladies.
Hello.
So I heard the bride's Kenzie. She just told me. Are you Kenzie?
This is Kenzie.
Okay, I love you both. I'm a hugger.
Oh, me too. How are you? Welcome.
Good, how are you? Hi, Kenzie.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Well, I know who you are because you and I FaceTime together.
Yes,
but
I'm
I didn't
excited.
meet this girl.
I know. So I brought my mother.
Hello, beautiful mom.
Hello.
My beautiful soon-to-be mother-in-law.
Okay.
My future sister-in-law.
Hi.
And you are?
Dana.
And my already sister-in-law, Kelly.
Hi,
It's
Kelly.
a pleasure. Welcome, Kelly.
Thank you.
Nice
Welcome.
to meet you.
Thank you.
So I don't have the 411, so fill me in. So when's the wedding?
Okay, so not this April, but next. So a little over a year.
Okay.
So if you need to customize, it's okay.
That one sentence tells me everything I need to know about you, okay? Right? I got it.
But you said you had a pretty solid budget.
I want to say that so my mom and dad are paying for the dress. They recently surprised me.
Oh.
So we want to stay in that 10,000. So we're
That's a healthy budget for a dress.
Yeah.
Very healthy.
So I went right to the limit. One is a little bit more, but
how much over is it? What did you do?
I know I had to do it because when I saw you and I heard what you wanted, I thought, I don't want to rob you of something that you could see and possibly love.
Okay.
What's your fiance's first name?
Justin.
Justin.
Oh, he's a cutie pie.
Yeah.
My tears are coming.
We've got a crier. No peeking, no peeking.
Are you ready?
Oh my God. Oh, Kenzie. Oh my gosh.
That was really fast. I'm loving the top, the way it cuts on my chest. I'm loving the cap sleeve. It's big, it's beautiful, it's sparkly.
How did I do with that one?
I think she looks beautiful. And I can tell she feels beautiful in it.
Oh, Mama, don't do that.
So this is the first time you've ever seen her in a wedding dress?
Yes, it is.
How does that feel?
It's overwhelming. It's overwhelming. She's not my little girl anymore.
Yeah. It's hard to let him go, right?
I love the sleeves. That's really pretty.
The top is everything.
It's like a Mexican firework. It's like so pretty.
I like that. Mexican firework.
I love that.
I knew you'd look beautiful in anything, but this is, I mean, breathtaking.
Wow. It is really pretty.
That is really pretty.
I really love this.
So is this one kind of to beat?
Yeah. I mean, I'm certainly not disappointed.
Okay, good. Okay.
Mom's crying. I mean, it's good, right?
Is this one she pulled outside of budget? Oh.
I mean, it's not crazy.
I don't think you've met this woman.
Oh, really? Oh.
This is a coupon clipper.
Really?
Yeah, I know.
I really like this.
Yeah?
I'm feeling much better with this. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I love this.
Yeah, you like the poof, right?
I really, really like the poof. Like that, yeah.
Like that.
And a strap.
Yes. We'll use this just
as
for an idea.
example. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in disbelief right now. I actually think that the dress that I'm imagining in my mind has just been brought to life. I'm loving the poof. I'm loving the shape. I feel sexy. I feel romantic. It cannot get better than this.
Here she comes.
Wow.
I see a big smile.
Oh, that makes me happy.
Big smile.
Really excited.
Oh,
I'm really excited.
Oh,
Yes.
Kenzie.
Yes.
I'm really excited.
This is the dress that you picked out.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Mama's always right.
This is exactly like I wanted some silhouette and a lot of poof.
It's so unique and different.
That's how I feel, and that's why I was having such a hard time vocalizing, because I'm like, I don't think I'm after just like one silhouette, and that's what I was having such a hard time with. And I'm like, maybe you're not allowed to have two silhouettes. Maybe I'm gonna have to figure that out. So
Just perfect.
and then we'll add the sleeves. So this is an example of the sleeve. So it'll be the sleeve, and then this will be even bigger, and then this.
Oh, wow.
I love that.
Oh, I love it.
Wow. There's your look.
Yeah, that
really
is
excited.
your look.
And then you're going to have the second look.
Okay.
So second look later, still in this,
So
right?
Beautiful.
Yeah.
This feels like the one. They literally went and dug around and found the pieces to make it perfect for her, and they did it. Mackenzie, you're in love with this. I don't
You're
know if you
dancing. You're
need to
happy
try it.
dancing.
Yes, you look good in a lot of other dresses, but when it's the right dress, you know it.
Yeah.
perfect.
I think we all
dress.
agree.
Yeah.
Would you like to see a veil?
You do.
Yeah.
Okay.
I visualize being in the chapel and her marrying my brother and their moment becoming reality.
This is a great veil,
All
you're
good.
right.
Got that side, Lise?
Yep.
He's gonna love it. It's beautiful, and I'm gonna cry just thinking about it. But I love it.
Do you need a tissue?
No, not at all. But yeah, thank you. I guess I do. Yes, but thank you.
This is how I imagined you. I think it's perfect. It's the one.
Yay! I feel so amazing right now. I got nervous. I wasn't sure if we were going to find the dress, but we found the perfect dream dress.
Open your eyes.
Oh, wow. Oh, I love this so much.
It's so good that you did not compromise because it forced us to keep going back there and really coming up with a look that is perfect.
It's so perfect. This is exactly what I envisioned. I feel really beautiful. I feel like a bride, and I love that.
Kenzie, are you saying yes to the dress?
Yes! Thank you so much. Wow, so good. Oh my God.
Oh, yeah, that was not easy.
Everyone needs a drink.
Yeah, I need a drink.
My dream dress will make me look modern and sophisticated and elegant. And I think I'll know it's the one when I feel like I can't look any better than this. Beads? Oh, no. My mom, Lisa, is definitely honest, and she's not afraid to tell me when something may not be becoming.
It looks a little like a girdle.
But my future mother-in-law, Anne, is extremely supportive, and she will definitely be on my side if my mom is not.
Hi, ladies. How are we doing today? Are you Christie?
Yeah, I'm Christie.
I'm Peter. I'm going to be helping you out today. What are we looking for?
We want to be modern,
Okay.
but we want to have a little classic detail. Think lace, buttons, appliques, something that really makes people go, I wonder where she got that. Some of us want plunging necklines.
Yes, and some of us don't. And I have to remind you, it's going to be a church wedding.
Okay.
Right. So we're gonna have a church ceremony.
We're playing with two ends of the spectrum here, right?
Yeah.
Well, talk to me about Mr. Man, our fiance. What does he want to see you in?
What do you think?
I think whatever she wears, he's just gonna love it and think she's beautiful.
My fiance is Thomas Hutton. We met in New York City. He would say that it's love at first sight. He would say that I was hitting on him, and I would tell you that I think he was hitting on me. We were both so young. Neither of us really were looking to be in a committed relationship, but something just kept us together.
Talk to me about budget.
We would love to be between $3,000 and $5,000, as long as there's no plunging neckline.
Exactly. My main concern today is that she's going to love something that I'm not. We've seen wedding gown disasters, and we want our daughters to not have that happen. Oh my gosh.
Wow. You know what? I'm not always a huge fan of strapless, but that looks gorgeous on you.
Mom, how'd I do?
She's like looking at the butt.
No.
It could be a problem area.
No. It's lovely, but it's lacking in
Pizzazz?
A little more detail.
detail.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
I think she took the words out of my mouth when she said there's something missing, but it's an encouraging start. I'm pleasantly surprised.
No.
Yeah.
Let's get out of
No.
it.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Done.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
What do you think?
I don't like the energy. Oh, really? I
know
mean
you
that.
say these things,
It's
though.
got an energy to it that I don't like as a mother.
Okay.
I pick up energies in places, in people, and also in materials. And the dress has an energy about it that takes me to a place I don't like. Okay, it's a lot to take in. You know what? I think that's the problem. It's overwhelming.
There is such a thing as too many details. It does exist, and this is it. It was actually tiring for my eyes to look at all this dress was about.
All right.
Okay.
Breathe.
All right, I need to breathe.
Yeah.
Okay.
How do you feel?
I actually really like it.
Oh. I've said too much.
Mom, you've said just enough.
I came out with high hopes, but this dress is stirring up a lot of emotion in Mom, and I didn't really even know that was all in there.
Okay.
See you later.
Wow.
Do you recognize this?
It doesn't look exactly like the one you showed me. It's very pretty. It's a work of art like all of them are. How do you feel?
I feel matronly with the flutter sleeve.
Yeah.
Let me show you what we were playing within the room.
Yeah. No, nothing's gonna help. The coloring is off too. Something about that color. And again, that color is bringing that energy I don't like.
I found the other one.
It's the complete other end of the spectrum.
Okay.
I've showed you a picture of this dress.
All right.
I put it in your room.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm so ready to go try on this dress. It's something that I see over and over again on the website and on the Instagram. All right.
Yes. Okay.
Oh my God, I'm like running back there to see this dress.
We're on
as fast as I can go with all this.
We're on the same playing field.
Yep.
You might be a different sport.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
wow.
I am shocked that I found something that I love. I mean, it has literally everything I said that I wanted. Like, there's embroidery, there's beads, there's glitter, there's lace. Look at the buttons that go all the way down the train.
I think it's gorgeous. I think she looks beautiful.
What do you think?
So it's beautiful. I mean, it's a beautiful dress. And I do love it.
Okay.
But you know I get a little uneasy with a plunge like that. It's a little bit revealing.
But she's all covered. He found the perfect compromise. It had the plunging neckline, but she's still covered.
I actually love this a lot more than I thought I would.
Wow. It is amazing. I think I love it too. Which is amazing.
I mean, I really, really love it.
Even with the plunge?
Even with the plunge, it's tastefully done, and I can deal with it.
Yes.
You know, I'm surprising myself. I don't know what's happened to me, but I was pleasantly surprised. As Anne pointed out, she's covered beautifully.
This is way beyond saying yes to a dress. This is feeling like I have complete approval on my whole wedding. Right? I mean, that's what it is.
Gorgeous.
I don't know. I think I'm trying not to cry.
That's a good thing.
Christie, are you saying yes to the dress?
I'm saying yes to the dress.
My name's Lisa, and I live in Medford, New York. I'm here for a private reading with Teresa. Feeling very anxious, very nervous, a little stressed out.
So I'm gonna just say there is a mother energy that stands there. So if your mother is not departed, it could be grandmother, someone that was like a mother. But is it your mother? Yes. Because I heard, of course it's her mother.
That's my mother.
What I love is that, first of all, your mom validating that she's strong, still strong on the other side.
Okay.
And more importantly, if you're concerned that someone is alone on the other side, knowing that they're not.
Okay.
Okay? I want to talk about the young female that's departed.
That's my niece.
Okay. So know that your mother chose to bring her forward first, but I feel like she's your daughter. So
she was like my daughter.
Because
Yes.
that's how I feel.
Yes. She was like my own from the day she was born. She was just there by my side all the time. So for Teresa to validate that she was like my daughter means everything to me. I knew right there she was there. She was here. I knew it.
Did she do your makeup?
No.
Why do I feel like
do
she
her
was
makeup?
Oh, because she
From anything.
beautiful makeup.
Yes.
She says, and my aunt always used to say, more lips, please.
You have your whole face on. Where's your lips? I used to say to her. Put that lipstick on.
But now these are the things, I know it's silly.
Yeah.
But who would know that?
Nobody.
Only her?
Only her.
How do you connect with the hearts? She keeps showing me 3 hearts.
Heartbeats.
What does that
She
mean?
was my first heartbeat. And she says it about her kids. We call them her heartbeats. I called her my first heartbeat. And then after she had her children, she called them her heartbeats. Elizabeth was a great mom. Those kids were her world. She loved them unconditionally. They were her life.
I felt that you're so spiritually connected and you're letting the way that your niece departed cloud all of those things.
Elizabeth's death has just devastated the whole family. When someone is taken so tragically for no reason, it's just incomprehensible.
Were they trying to retrace her steps? Because she shows me one building to another building.
My sister kept going back and forth looking for her because she was missing.
So I keep getting this pain on the left side of my head. And then she shows me markings on her body.
Elizabeth met her boyfriend about 1.5 years ago. After a while, we realized it was a troubled relationship. She would show up with bruises on her bodies and black eyes, and she would break off with him, then she would go back with him.
She keeps showing me the autopsy reports. She keeps showing me police reports, and she says, the bottom line is that he killed me.
Yes.
She goes, Teresa, it's cut and dry. That is it.
My niece Elizabeth was murdered 1 year ago by her boyfriend. He killed her and hid her body for 6 days.
I feel like I keep going back and forth, and I keep feeling like I'm walking past her. Why do I feel like in a wall?
He shoved her behind the bed frame, and we didn't know where she was. At one point, I had said to her, when is this gonna end? When he kills you? And that same week is when he murdered her.
She says, tell my mom also that I died instantly and that I did not suffer to my death. I just don't want the way that I died to define who I was.
It means everything to know that Elizabeth didn't suffer and she passed quickly, because that was a big question that we had.
She wants to thank you for being always that mother to her. And she says, I just want you to know that I'm at peace.
Right now, I'm feeling very calm and at peace, knowing she's at peace and having a few of the things that I needed to hear answered.
When your niece departed, she was greeted by loved ones. She was not alone. And more importantly, her soul is in heaven. It's hard for me as a medium and a person when a soul tells you that they were murdered. It's like my heart sinks to my stomach. I wish you all the best. Good luck.
See you.
But when I'm channeling, the soul is making me feel how they feel now, to give their family the peace and comfort that they deserve.
My name is Mary Ann. I'm here with my mother-in-law, Salvatrice. I am a little skeptical of mediums.
Who fell and hit their head, and then that was the cause of their departure? My brother hit his head.
My brother Michael passed away 6 months ago. We had a unique relationship. There was 9 years between us, and he was the baby. And when he was born, I was young, and it was like my baby doll. Every day I miss my brother Michael.
How do you connect with the number 3 or the month of March?
He died on March 28th. We found him, 3 days.
So that's
He
where
was
the
in
3
house.
comes in.
3 days he was in the house before we found him.
He was found 3 days after he died in the house. He had hit his head. I was very angry because he was too young. And so many people loved him.
You have nightmares, he tells me.
I identified the body.
So you have nightmares of that.
I don't want to remember him like that, so I block it out. His life was cut too short. He just didn't realize how much he was loved and how much he had to give.
Your brother takes responsibility for his departure. Do you understand that? He says, I don't want you to feel that you should have done or could have done anything different.
I do believe what Teresa said, that my brother takes responsibility for his passing. My brother was very clear when he was alive that it was his life to live and it was his choices to make.
He says, I will always be here for you. He says, because you were always there for me. He says, I need you to let go of that anger.
Okay, Simone, let's get you checked out. Crash cart!
Just one look at the color of his paramedic patient's skin is enough to mobilize Dr. Christensen and his team.
This is cyanosis, critically low oxygen. The only time I've seen this before is when a person is actively dying, and I'm afraid that that's exactly what's going to happen. Don't worry, Simone, we're gonna take good care of you. Let's get some vitals.
BP 80/40. Oxygen 50% and dropping.
Give me a critical care panel. A critical care panel is essentially every blood test, but that's for later, because right now, she's essentially suffocating. With this level of hypoxia, I'm amazed that she's even conscious. Simone, what can you tell me?
Just sharp pain in my lower right quadrant.
Simone, you're really, really sick. I'm gonna have to intubate you.
Oxygen is 45%.
Simone, this is your opportunity now. If there's anybody you want to talk to.
Alex.
Alex? Blood pressure 70/40. Alex? Alex?
Doc, is it her?
Yeah, her oxygen levels are crashing. Wait, listen, Alex, she looks really bad. She's hypoxic.
Pulse ox is 25.
Let's get her on the high flow.
Simone, I'm here. I have to call your daughter, okay? I'm gonna call Anna.
I've never seen anybody with numbers this bad who wasn't on a ventilator. The only reason it hasn't happened yet is because it happened so fast. I've never seen anything like it.
You want to intubate?
I don't know if we can just yet. Let's see what the high flow can do.
Simone, I'm gonna call your daughter.
She doesn't want to hear from me.
BP 60/40. Simone's mom, she's your daughter. She has to know.
I know I need to get her on a ventilator immediately or she's going to die. To do that, I need to sedate her. But with blood pressure as low as hers, the sedation alone could put her into cardiac arrest and kill her. It's a catch-22.
BP's 40/20.
The critical task at hand is to boost her vitals, even temporarily. If we don't intubate Simone, she's most likely going to die.
Pulse ox is 25.
Epinephrine. Am I boost her vitals enough so that we can intubate? Drop 10 milligrams of etomidate and 100 of succinylcholine. Be ready to push. Epinephrine is a shot of adrenaline, but there's no time to administer it as usual through a drip or through a central line. That would take me at least 10 minutes, and that's time I just don't have. I decided to give her a bolus dose, which is a larger dose all at once. It's riskier, but she's running out of time. What's the blood pressure?
Still 40/20. O2 has dropped 14%.
All right, starting with 20 mics of epinephrine. Our goal is 100/40. I can intubate there. We get one shot at this. Come on.
It's not working.
All right, giving another 20 mics of epi.
Anna, tell her I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. It's okay. You can tell her yourself. I got a hold of her. She's coming, okay? You just hold on.
Come on. Okay, I can intubate at these levels. Let's get ready. Push meds.
Accommodate's in. Sucks is in.
Using an innovative technique to raise his patient's blood pressure has bought Dr. Christensen some time. But will it be enough time to save the patient's life?
Pulse ox is up 90%.
Let's get those labs.
Doc, thank you so much.
Hey, man, no problem.
I'll go check on Anna as soon as she's here.
Thanks.
Labs are in, Doc?
Great, thank you. We get her intubated, and thank God we did not kill her. But then we get the blood work back. The UTI has caused septic shock. The infection is taking over, and her body is shutting down. Renal failure, liver dysfunction. Her troponin is higher than I've ever seen. She can go into cardiac arrest at any moment with this.
BP is tanking, 50 over 20.
We've got to get her to CT, chest, abdomen, and pelvis to figure out why she's in such bad shock. But first, we got to fight that blood pressure again. Let's prep for a central line. Let's get the kit ready.
Femoral or IJ?
Actually, let's go subclavian. I think I can buy us some more time that way. The subclavian vein is about right here. Not a lot of people do central lines there anymore, but it's the fastest way to get it. And fast is what we need. With her low blood pressure, sending her to CT, it could be fatal, but we need to make it work. It's another catch-22. Okay, here we go. Are we still stable?
Still stable, 50 over 20.
Great. All right, line is secure. Once the central line is in, we start her on vasopressors and antibiotics. She was already on antibiotics as an outpatient, but we're gonna start her on the heaviest antibiotics we've got. All right, we're good to go. Despite our little victories so far, if I don't figure out what's causing her septic shock, she's going to die. Let's get her down to CT. The CT scan is critical.
Mom!
All right, let's get going.
Anna.
Oh my God!
Anna, this is Dr. Christensen, okay? He's the best. He's been taking good care of your mom.
Your mom's one tough lady, but we gotta get her to CT scan right now to figure out what's making her so sick.
Is she dying?
Not if I can help it. All right, I'll be right in.
Okay.
Everything's been happening so fast that I haven't had time to think about it. But now's when it really hits me. She's a caregiver, she's a colleague, she's a friend. I really want to make sure I do right by her. Not just for me, but for her daughter, too.
What's wrong with her?
She's got a UTI. It's affecting all of her vital organs. But getting this CT scan is going to let me know what's causing the whole thing. But listen, we all love your mom. We're going to get her through this.
Can I come in?
Yeah, just stay in the back, okay?
We haven't spoken in over a year, and now I may never speak to her again because of it. She's always been too busy for me.
But no matter what, you were always the most important thing to her. She never started one shift in 20 years without mentioning you.
Her lungs look like they're full of fluid, but honestly, I think that's just fallout from all the septic shock. I'm not seeing any blood clot, no aneurysmal dilation of the aorta. There, the kidney. Let's get urology down here stat.
You bet.
There is a monster kidney stone stuck in her ureter. It's obstructing her kidney, forcing the infection back into her bloodstream. This is what's causing her septic shock. She's not out of the woods yet, but we figured it out. It's a kidney stone.
Can I see her?
Not quite yet. We gotta get her up to ICU, and urology's gotta get that stone out first.
Is she gonna be okay?
If anybody can make it through this, she can. I'm optimistic.
Sorry. I just wanted to say thanks for the second chance.
No problem. This happened so fast. She is lucky that she was in the ER when it did. Otherwise, she would have died. Alex would have lost his best friend. Anna would have lost her mother.
I'm sorry to bother you, miss, but it's been a few hours and my arm really hurts.
Listen, everybody here's got something that really hurts. You're just gonna have to wait your turn.
When I saw the nurse talking to the patient very dismissively, it hurt my feelings because I always try to make sure that I treat my patients the way I would want myself or a family member to be treated. Hi, ma'am. I'm Dr. Brown. What's your name?
Leona.
Hi, Miss Leona. What's going on with you today?
My arm's hurting really bad.
Can I take a look at it? I gently just touch her arm to see what it feels like, and her arm is ice cold. And on top of that, I can't really feel a pulse. Can you move your arm at all, like wave it? She couldn't. Okay. You were here last night, correct?
They said my COPD was acting up, making it hard to breathe.
The patient has a history of COPD, which is chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. And what that is just lung tissue that's been damaged over the years from being a smoker. Okay, and we gave you some medicine and got it under control, correct?
Yes, ma'am. But then this arm pain started. There's always something.
So then I noticed that the triage nurse did some basic blood work, and her lactic acid level was 7. That's about triple where it should be. That basically means there's some part of the body that's not getting any blood flow. Can you hang tight for me? I'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
She has been here for over 2 hours at this point, which means that's a lot of time that her arm has probably gone without blood flow. As long as she's sitting there in the waiting room and not getting the attention that she needs, that's the higher chance that we're gonna have to amputate her arm. This patient that you triaged your level 4 is not a level 4. I need a bed now.
Dr. Brown, if I had a room to put her in, I would give it to you.
Nurses are usually the ones that have been working in the ER for years and years. So a lot of times when a resident comes up to a nurse, they can just kind of blow them off, like, this silly resident doesn't know what they're talking about. That's fine, I'll just do this myself. Hey, it's Dr. Brown, I'm in triage. Can you page surgery for me, please? Great, and I need a room. Okay, don't worry, I'll find one myself. Okay, all right, bye.
Sweetie, I'm gonna give you a little bit of advice. Sometimes you gotta be able to identify the ones that come in here just to get off the street, okay?
Thanks for that little bit of advice. Here you go. Can you get in this wheelchair for me? There you go. Excuse me. In order to save her arm, I have got to find out what's blocking the blood flow, and I need to do it fast. I need to get her help now. Hey guys, this is Miss Leona, and she's having some arm pain. I can't feel her pulse, and her lactic acid is 7.
Okay. Come this way.
Here you go.
Okay, slide back if you can. There we go.
If you guys could do me a favor, let's get her in a gown, get her on the monitor. We'll get an IV started, and I'm waiting for surgery to come down.
Okay.
Thanks. Perfect. Miss Leona, I just put in something called an external jugular vein IV, and that's just gonna help us to get some fluids in you, okay? We had some trouble getting an IV in your arm.
All right, surgeon's in the house.
So he's the hotshot doctor. He thinks that he's so handsome and all the nurses love him, and he likes to come down and school us little ER doctors about what's really going on. But I'm about to tell him, this lady is sick. So this is Miss Leona. She is having some right arm pain. I can't feel or Doppler pulse, and her lactic is 7.
This is your lucky day, Leona.
Leona.
Because I don't let bad things happen to my patients.
Oh, he's getting on my last nerves already.
So. I can feel a pulse.
What? So I'm like, I couldn't feel a pulse. It's not there. And everybody thinks I'm freaking out about nothing. Oh, hey. Then all of a sudden she passed out. What the heck? Miss Leona, hey, wake up. I have no clue what's going on. Hey, Miss Leona. Hey, you're pushing fluids, aren't you? Miss Leona, wake up for me. Hey, don't you do that. Don't show out, wake up. Are you with me? I'm trying to save your arm, okay? Whew.
I want a CT angio of her chest, abdomen, and pelvis, see what's going on with the circulatory system. It might not be limb ischemia, but we could be looking at an aortic dissection.
Okay. Hey guys,
Yeah.
let's get her to CT.
Let's go.
Okay, so that is completely weird. Am I seeing this right?
So there's the pulmonary embolism. Have you ever seen a paradoxical embolism?
A paradoxical embolism is extremely rare. Usually you have a blood clot in either the arterial system or in the venous system, not both, unless there's some sort of abnormal connection in between the two systems.
You see the left cardiac chamber?
Yes.
That's the contrast we injected into the right chamber.
Got you.
Which means there's a leak.
What Miss Leona had is actually a blood clot that passed from the venous system and went into her arterial system. She had 2 blood clots going on. This lady needs to go to the OR yesterday. Hey, Miss Leona, you're gonna need a surgery to save your arm. She needs an emergency surgery called an embolectomy. That's when we go in and take the blood clot out of her arm to restore blood flow. I know it's a little scary, but we're gonna get you taken care of, okay? Miss Leona? I immediately remembered her.
You're the doctor who yelled at me and told me you're gonna save my arm.
Yes, I hope after all that yelling, we were actually able to save it. It's a lot. So for her to recognize me and me recognize her, it was like, wow, I actually did it. Like, this really means something. Like, this MD is not just a title. Like, I actually did something meaningful, and I at least affected one person. Well, what brings you in today?
Oh, it's nothing serious. I didn't want to come in, but my son insisted.
Okay.
I was putting my daughter's things in the attic, and I think I hurt my ankle.
Okay. All right, well, let's take a look. A lot of times you don't feel like you make a difference to see someone that was sick and everyone else is ignoring, and you stopped and you listened to your gut and you actually paid attention to that person. And you saved their arm. Wow, I guess what I do actually matters.
Hey. What's up?
Hey. How's it going, Doc?
We've got the whole family here, don't we?
That's exactly
right. Today we're going to be meeting with the entire family, and I think that's a good thing. They are very close. I think the one thing we have to be careful with is to make sure that they understand they're not there to call each other out. They're there for themselves. All right, so I feel like I got to start with Amy. I've never seen you as a patient before.
I met Dr. Smith before, so I already like him as a person. And I'm glad I'm seeing him as a new patient. He saved my family's life.
So outside of having a doctor that you can get access to, what are your
End game, basically?
Yeah. Yeah, what's your
Basically,
goals?
I want the skin removal.
Okay.
Since I started my weight loss journey, I've lost so much weight. A year ago, I met with Dr. Proctor and I weighed 281. Hopefully, I lost a lot more since then. Because with everything going on, I ain't weighed myself since then.
237.
Yeah. Hell, all you need to lose weight is $2 and a divorce.
When it comes to skin removal, it's too soon. But I would like to see you lose some more weight, just for the simple fact is, if I can take you out of the morbid obesity category, I increase your life expectancy. This is about your life and your health. And your kids. You want to be around as long as possible for them.
Well, how much do you think I need to lose?
If you could lose another 30 pounds, I think that would be tremendous. It may not completely get you out of the morbid obesity category, but get you daggone close.
I was hoping he would say I could go ahead and get skin removal today. I don't know how I feel about losing 30 more pounds because, damn, I already lost 175. If you just cut off my belly roll, that'll be a 30. Hell, I done met you more than half the way.
Misty? Crap. All right. You're next.
I had my bariatric surgery about 6 months ago. At my heaviest, I was 240 pounds. And then right before surgery, I got down to 228. Since I've had my surgery, I think I've done pretty good. Hopefully, I've lost enough for Dr. Smith. I don't know.
166.4.
That's good, girl.
You've lost every bit of 80 pounds. That's awesome.
It's amazing. And I'm super proud of myself. I'd like to lose 10 more pounds. I don't think I'd look good too skinny. I think everybody looks better if they got a little meat on their bones.
I can't not brag on you for all that you've done. And the fact that you're off all diabetes medications is
I'm
a
loving
game
that.
changer for you. All right. So we're going to do Amanda next.
So I weighed 299 before my surgery 6 months ago. And I know that I haven't been making the right decisions, even before I went and busted my knee up. With everything going on with Amy, going through a divorce, becoming a single mom with 2 kids, also with Tammy adjusting to life at home, all the way into losing Caleb, I've really just neglected my own health. I'm definitely not expecting good news today.
There you go. 268. Go ahead and back off. All right. So I would like to see you closer to 200 or just below.
Yeah. Life has happened, and I've made my mistakes, and I own them.
So what are you doing to try to get where you need to be?
I'm focusing on me. I don't give a damn what anybody else is going through. I've got to worry about me.
Right.
Like for 43 years almost, I have worried about my siblings' children, everybody else around me.
Okay.
So I'm doing the things that are good for myself.
All right. Chris, you're next.
The last couple times that I've seen Dr. Smith, I've been somewhere around 300 pounds. Take it any day of the week.
You're 300 pounds, right on the mark. All right, 299.
Yeah.
You know, I'm pretty frustrated today with Chris. He has really held steady at his 300-pound mark for over a year. I know that he wants skin removal surgery, and I know he can do better, but we've not really gotten anywhere. You've hovered at 3 or a little bit below 3 for
I've been bouncing
for a
up and
while.
down for a long time.
Okay. But my goal would be for you to lose at least another 50 to 60 pounds. If you can get closer, then I'll refer you to a plastic surgeon. Best for last, right?
Uh-oh.
You look awesome, by the way.
Thank
you. No wheelchair.
Yeah, I took over the wheelchair for her.
All right.
At my rock bottom, I was weighing about 725. The last time I seen Dr. Smith was about 9 months ago, and I was around 420 pounds. He told me I had to lose 100 pounds before my next appointment. I'm extremely nervous.
So this is looking right around 303.8, which I think is unbelievable. You good? Okay.
Thank you. Damn, that's 5 pounds less than what I was at the bipod. I surpassed Dr. Smith's goal, my goal, all the goals. I'm so ready for skin removal.
So where do you want to go from here?
Skin removal.
Okay. The amount of weight you've lost is unbelievable, but we got some work to do. You don't want to take skin off and you have a lot more weight to lose, or then you're going to have a lot of loose skin again. The other thing is when your BMI is above a certain level, your risks and complications of those plastic surgeries are higher. Your risk of the wounds coming apart, wounds getting infected, non-healing issues, all those things. Okay? So your goal weight loss would be about another 100 pounds than what you've lost today.
I was hoping that Dr. Smith would refer me to a plastic surgeon. Mostly because I have more excess skin and I've lost the most weight out of everybody. I just didn't expect to have to lose more weight. I let myself down. I worked so hard to get where I am, and it wasn't good enough.
Where does it hurt the worst?
Head.
Where on your head?
Head.
Do you feel it in your neck at all?
Yeah.
Do you feel nauseous? Love you.
The last 10 years, Zach has had really bad migraines almost once a month, and they've never been able to really pinpoint what they are. He would get a headache, and then he would be treated for the headache, and then, the pain would subside. Zach has dealt with these headaches for way too long, but this time it escalated very quickly.
Tori had called me and said, Zach, this is an emergency. Zach really wants to go. I said, okay, I'll be there. It was a little nerve-wracking that Zach had to be rushed to the hospital. And I tried to make sure that whatever information Tori relayed to me, that I would go ahead and relay to Mad and all the kids.
I was not going to leave the hospital without more answers. This doctor picked up there was 2 breakages in his neck of the catheter that drained from the shunt. Zach has hydrocephalus, and people with achondroplasia are definitely more susceptible to having hydrocephalus. The hydrocephalus causes excess fluid on your brain, and if it's not drained properly, then it can build up and the pressure can cause some major damage. I've never seen Zach in that much pain. He started crying and saying, "I'm dying." The most dangerous part of the surgery, to my knowledge, was replacing the catheter that connects from the valve into his brain. It was definitely scary. They had to replace the whole thing. They had to replace the shunt, like the valve. And they had to replace the catheter. You risk more by taking out the old catheter. Like you risk scarring and bleeding, and they don't want any of that, so they abandoned it and just left it there.
Gonna walk around.
How you feeling?
Good, just get out of here.
So gnarly.
This whole experience was scary and chaotic. We were lucky my mom was able to come up, take care of the kids.
There's definitely a part of me that wanted to be there as well. Because He's my boy, too. Even though he's almost 33, he's still my son. But I've been through it during the younger years.
Same place as always?
Yeah.
Just in front here? Okay.
And I know it's tough.
I got my shunt in when I was like 16 months old, and nothing really happened with it until middle school.
How painful is it?
Very.
Okay, go back over to the couch. Okay, we're gonna take you in. Where? Inside the stomach? Uh-oh. Let me get this.
I just got really sick, pressure behind my eyes, vomiting.
Yeah.
I needed a revision.
Oh, Mom.
What? Your head?
Headache.
We're talking 16, 17 years ago, I had my first revision.
Zachary is still into surgery right now. So the first part was the taking the shunt, the head part out. And then the other part is to open up his belly and draining that fluid out.
The lifespan of a shunt is 2 to 15 years. Zach had his for 16 years. So he was on borrowed time no matter which way you look at it. I think that we have been sitting on a knife's edge and we just didn't know it.
Yeah, this is scary business.
Let's go get you all freshened up. Come on, let's go. Good girl. She knows. It's like a kid who doesn't want a bath. Yes, you do. With so much going on with Zach's surgery, it's been a little crazy. I went back and forth up to Zach and Tori's house once or twice, but then I was there about 3 nights and 4 days taking care of the kids. Here we go. I know. Now that Zach is back home, I think Zach and Tori are able to settle down. He's recuperating, so there's no need for me to go up there every day or spend the night and stuff like that. Unless, Zach and Tori call me and say, well, we kind of need some help. Look at all that dirt come off of you. I was definitely exhausted. Chris held down the fort here at the house and, taking care of Daisy. Babe, you're in the way. So now that I'm back, here we are.
So that makes Amy jealous too, that she curls up next to me.
Because Felix never did that. He was always on my side.
Yeah. But I started doing a little something special with her that, again, yeah. So when I feed her, I do something that you don't do. I run hot water over dried food, let it set for almost a minute, and then drain the water off, and it just has a lot more flavor. And you should just see that she looks up at me and says, I love you. I mean, it just... we really bonded.
So I leave, it gives you the opportunity to spoil her?
Oh, yeah. We became tight. But she's not much of a conversationalist. It was kind of boring at night, not having anyone to talk to.
It was an emergency for Zach. I had to go there at 2 o'clock in the morning. Man, it was quick.